Well, hi everyone. Welcome back to another week where Sharky goes retro. Thanks everyone for tuning back in again this week. Hi in the chat there to Trans. Thanks for tuning in. Promises already not to fall asleep this stream. We've got a potentially shorter one in store for us tonight. We'll see how we go, but I'm aiming for this one to go not much over 2 hours. 2.5 hours max. No such promises there from Quaytooth in the chat. I will randomly pronounce your name correctly eventually by sheer chance. Yes, as I say, we might not make the full kind of 3.5 hours as we have pulled in some of the past streams, but we're definitely making at least 2 tonight, and we'll see how we go from there. Thanks for your patience, waiting 2 weeks for us to get back to another retro game stream again. This is, I guess, the test case to see how we can maintain viewership with not sticking to the schedule rigidly. But, well, I guess Skeevers misses a stream here or there, so why can't we? Shots fired, but anyway. It works. Let us get ourselves underway here and try and remember where we're at, because, as I say, it's been 2 weeks, and I'm trying to remember what we're even up to. I can see what Pokemon we've got in the party, so let's just have a quick check out of that. See where we are. So, yeah, well, let's go. Let's go in order of age. So, Edward, our starter, has been with us from the very beginning. He's kind of falling behind the pack, as I understand it. He was good in the early game, but he's going to slowly get overshadowed by more specialist team members as time wears on. He does good solid damage, he can withstand a hit, but it's not like he's going to be with us till the end of the game. I can't imagine. We're going to have to, at some point, probably put him on the sidelines in favour of someone else for the Elite Four. But we're not at that point just yet, but we are getting there. Popeye, on the other hand, was our first true catch of the game, and will be with us to the very end. Popeye. I'm attempting to mix Popeye together with Lorelei. Popeye will be our secret weapon against Lorelei in the Elite Four. He's fighting type against her ice type, so that'll be a winning combination, I'm sure. Then we had Hippo. Hippo with her fragile stats, really low HP. It's not so much low defense per se, it's her second highest stat. But, one wrong hit, and she'd probably take a lot of damage. So we've got to be careful with old Hippo out there. She's going to evolve at some point. I did look this up, well, a fortnight ago. We'll see. She'll evolve at some point, and we'll see what happens there. Then Dusty. Yeah, Dusty, who's holding half the HMs at the moment, and is level 37, so is riding quite high, but I think that's because we power leveled Dusty a bit to get us through Erica. So the psychic type moves coming from Dusty, a decent special stat, bug flying, but that Psybeam doing some good special type damage there, allows us to kind of get that psychic type advantage off against fighting and poison. So fairly useful there. Might be nice if we can get a stronger psychic type going into the Elite Four. We'll just have to see what our options are there. But for the time being, Dusty's a fine addition to the team. She's the utility Pokemon that's helping us catch all the other team members, so she'll definitely be with us right up until we've got our 9th and final member. And then finally, Dicey, our most recent addition to the team, the absolute tank that is Chansey. HP through the roof. Stats look abysmal. that attack and defense is just hopeless. Special stat though, is, I can't remember, but that looks like that's kind of on par with Dusty. I thought Dusty was up at 80 something, maybe 87. So that's why Chansey, that's why Dicey's got Thunderbolt and could potentially get some other elemental type moves, but we'll keep an eye on things. You know, if we get a nice ice type Pokemon, they'll get some ice moves, but if we don't, then Dicey can get the ice type moves, things like that. We'll go from there. So that's where we're at this stage, and of course that must mean, based on our badges, yeah, that we've got those 4 badges done. Koga's next on the list, but before we can get to that, we've got some things to take care of. We grabbed ourselves, oh, look at all this junk in here. We grabbed ourselves the Poké Flute. Yes, the end of last session, going up the Pokemon Tower, which means it's time to wake up a Snorlax. And as I clean up the inventory, this is where the game starts to get really open-ended. It's been effectively linear up to this point. We've sort of had to do things in a fairly particular order, but oops, not buy, sell. But we've actually got some options now as to where we go and what sort of path we take. I'll sell the escape rope just because we're going to need space. We always need space. Sell the nugget. Sell the X accuracy. Part of me wants to sell that awakening, but I'll hold on to it, and if we run out of room I'll just chuck it. The rest of that can go in the computer. We've got 2 options for a Snorlax to wake up, and we've then got basically almost all the remaining towns that we can choose to wander between, kind of at will. The only thing that's going to really gate us at this point is the fact that we can't technically use Surf to surf across the waters until we've defeated Koga. The game prevents us from using Surf until we've defeated Koga, so that's a hard requirement, but we actually have the ability to wander into grass areas of all different towns at this point. So that kind of gives us a lot of exploration options to investigate where our next couple of catches might come from. So we could potentially plan things for a while down the road and kind of defeat the next 2 gyms sort of in rapid succession and add 2 Pokemon to the party. We'll kind of play it by ear. We'll see how we go. We might not end up catching anyone this stream, but we might just start making some plans for the next session. Just spotted in the chat there. Thank you, Novak, for the resub. 6 months. Wow. Nice work there. Probably him to drop a sub and then lurking. Go for it, no worries. Happy to have another lurker in the chat there. I think I cleared out all the important things. Finally working, Skeevers. You're with us too. Good to have you along. Let me fly us back over to Celadon. Wow, view count is spiking. Up to like 7 people. Thank you everyone for tuning in. See what happens when I take a week off? I come back and we get double the viewers. Let's hop on a bike and just rush over. Just rush over to this Snorlax here, because we are going to wake him up and then defeat him. Actually, before we do that, I want to just pop in here because I don't think we actually checked out the grass in here. When we were investigating what different randomized spawns we had in some of the patches, I don't think we ever wandered into that grass patch there. So this is testing my memory, because I don't think I've seen a Seeking anywhere. But that being said, I kind of also don't know what the boundaries are here, whether that's technically the same grass patch as Cycling Road to the left here, which we're about to go down, or whether that's classified as part of... Oh wow, level up, just like that. Whether that's classified as part of Celadon City. Let's see, I'm just looking at everyone's levels and who we should probably be leveling up. Probably doesn't really matter at this point. I'm just thinking who we're going to need for Koga and stuff like that. Psychic against Poison, so Dusty, but Dusty's already doing quite well. We'll get Dusty against some of the poison types going down Cycling Road, but yeah, there are hikers and stuff on Cycling Road, I believe. So let's give Hippo a chance. Get some water type up against the rock types coming. Oh, and would you look at that? Right as we switch the water type in, out comes a ground type. Perfect timing. So we're just gathering data at the moment, being a randomized Nuzlocke playthrough. Ooh, that's interesting. We're just trying to see, make sure that we're actually investigating every patch of grass on all the different routes to get some kind of a sense. Let's just switch back to a bubble maybe. Get some kind of a sense of the randomized table of Pokemon. Oh, it didn't do it. Alright, one more bubble. Oh, everyone's leveling up. Nice. So, that's 3 different things here already. Seeking, Sandshrew, Ninetales. Back to Seeking again. That's unfortunate. Against the water type of Hippo. Yeah, super non-effective. Oh dear, that's really not going to work. But if you keep doing that, you just keep tail whipping. I'll keep bubble beaming. Yeah, let's make a deal. You tail whip, I'll bubble beam. I can live with this. Yep, works fine with me. There you go. Alright, maybe 1 or 2 more, and then we'll go and take on that Snorlax. Oh, not again. Oh, at least this one's only level 18. A little bit weaker. Oh, you can do that? Yeah, we're not even bothering with that. Nah. I've been burnt way too many times with confusion. Okay, and we're just gonna run. No. So I think that's a small enough data sample for us to inaccurately say Seeking is the common one in that data in that data patch, in that grass patch. We'll go with that. Okay, so given that we're not trying to catch this Snorlax, very sad. Who should we be sending out? Well, I'm gonna go with Popeye. Fighting against normal. Let's play to our advantage and do our best to actually take him out. So, Poker Flute. Go! Snorlax woke up. There he is. Doesn't really look like he's awake, but he's getting there. He's got that leg lifted. Alright, so just reminding myself of the skill set here. Yeah, low kick's your only fighting type move so far, isn't it? Okay. Ooh, nearly a 1 hit. That's a decent headbutt too. Wouldn't mind catching a Snorlax maybe, but we've already got Chansey. With a big yawn, Snorlax returned to the mountains. Bye bye, Snorlax. That's okay. We might catch another one. We'll see. We'll see how the how fate falls. Riding together. You can ride with your girlfriend, sure. Glad I came up here to find that out. Okay, Cycling Road. Yeah, so maybe it's Hippo that should be out. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. I just remember there's hikers and people out here. So if they are with rock-type Pokemon, we're fine for Hippo. If they send out things that are like coughings and stuff, like bikers that have coughings, then we're just switching straight to Dusty for the Psychic type. It'll be good practice for Koga. And from memory, there's way more trainers here than you'd expect. Like, there's just heaps of them. Yeah, Grimer. Yep, of course. Wow, and you're the same level as Hippo, so Hippo I guess is a bit underleveled for this area then. Alright, let's get Dusty out. And just do this properly. Maybe we go back and forth for a bit, seeing as though Hippo's a little underleveled. I say a little underleveled, but really, Hippo's just on par with the current Pokemon. And Dusty's so much higher. We can afford to let Dusty take a couple of hits. Split the XP. Alright. One biker down. Nice bike handed over. That's right, Cue-Ball is the other type here. Oh, and it's fighting type. I thought there was some hikers with rock type. Maybe there are. I'm just misremembering, but once again, Psychic to the rescue. Yep, Mankey. So we can keep this up. Mankey's getting pumped up. It's a waste of a turn though, Mankey. If you want to strike, you should have done it then. And the closing Machop. Okay. That's just a dead end, yeah. Let's see. So we've got 2 trainers there. 3, 4. Wow. Yeah. Like I said, there's more than you'd expect. Loads of bikers all crammed together up the top of the hill. Do. Nice. Level for Dusty. That puts Dusty in the lead now. Outright first place with highest level, 38. Popeye holding behind at 37. Let's see. Oops. That works. It's not the trainer I was going for. I was going to try and loop around, but that's alright. We'll get to all of you eventually. So you're a regular biker again. So we're back to the poison types. And you've got more Pokemon than most of the others in this section, with 4 Pokemon on your team. Which, by the rules of trying to balance out total army strength, it sort of means that yours have to be lower level than the others? Or some logic like that? Ooh! Oh, here we go! Here's here's Hippo's moment to shine. She's trying to learn Water Gun! Yeah! Let's well... really, I should be replacing Bubble with Water Gun, because it's a direct upgrade to that skill. But at the same time, we literally never use Smoke Screen or Leer. They're wasted moves. So, yeah, part of me wants to do it, because, yeah, leaving Bubble has some weird utility to it. Yeah, exactly, it's the smallest amount of damage we literally can do from any attack. So, there's value in it in some weird circumstance. So, out goes the Smoke Screen. And in comes the Water Gun. yes, as I was saying, the other trainers had like level 29 or 30 Pokemon, but they only had like 2 or 3. Whereas this guy, because you've got 4 Pokemon, they've all got to be around like level 26 in order to keep your total party strength balanced. So I just found my note from 2 weeks ago that I made about some. Oh, well, that's annoying. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's equally as annoying, I guess. Anyway, I just found my note that I made. Oh, that's even more annoying. let me at least get something in. Oh, come on, Grimer. Let me at least be able to talk. I'm trying to say, I just found my note that I made for myself 2 weeks ago, the last time we did this, with some details about our party members and what's on their horizon. Yes, I've got a note here that says Hippo was going to learn Water Gun at level 30, and also that she's going to evolve into Seadra at level 32. So she's only 2 levels away from her evolution. So yeah, I say we keep sending her in and out of battles like this where practical, in order to get her up to level 32. Oh, music's a bit weird there. Okay, whatever that was all about. Just in order to try and get her to evolve. That'll give her a little bit of a power boost. Oh, another biker with just the 1 Pokemon. You've got a Weezing. Okay. Yeah. Now I remember this sort of stuff from 2 weeks ago. This is where you accidentally explode and just one-hit KO Dusty, isn't it? No. Okay, that's fine. Even if Dusty had full health, I think she'd still be dead. So, yep, we're gonna have to go for heal. This is really cutting it fine. Let's just head back over there real quick. You know, while we're just at the top of cycling road like that, I'm happy to just fly back and then rush out. It's not a huge walk. Especially when we hop on our bike. Go! Okay, so there's just that one trainer left, maybe? Yeah. I'm feeling hungry and mean. Sounds like a tagline for a Snickers commercial or something. Oh, just a Machop. Alright. Alright, Dusty, in you go. Low kick. Nice. I was kind of waiting how long it would be before we got a fighting type move going up against Dusty. Because of course Dusty, bug flying, and fighting, not very effective against bug, not very effective against flying. So that attack just did quarter damage to Dusty. And of course Dusty having the psychic type moves there, it's just win-win. Dusty does more damage, fighting type Pokemon does quarter damage. You know, it's absolutely ideal. Alright, Weezing. Oh, Sludge, yeah. Is this gonna poison us? No, but it's gonna do a... Oh, yeah. Poison, super effective against bug. Yeah, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? Okay, okay. We can take you out in one hit with a side beam, can't we? And we're faster than you. So there's no actual danger here. Because if I just heal, we run the risk of, like, getting hit by this again. I know, we can't take another sludge. Another sludge will take out Dusty. I can't send in Edward because he's also bug type. So poison against fighting, that's just normal. But fighting against poison's not very effective. Well, I just won't use a fighting type move. So, alright. Oh, Dicey. Ice against poison? Nah, that's... oh, it's not ice, it's electric anyway. Yeah, sure. Nah, Popeye. Go Popeye. I just saw in the chat Dicey. Yeah, that would have made sense. Alright, so... Body Slam. High attack... Just high damage output. Critical hit, look at that. Smog, that's the poison one, isn't it? No, we made it through. Alright. Karate chop to finish. Tricey. No, I hear Dicey. Do I hear Tricey? Wow, everyone's taking stuff from that. And we've got a coughing coming back out. Alright. Hippo. Hippo, can you just take a hit for me while I throw a potion at Dusty? Just because we're not going back constantly. Yes. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we gotta watch that. Yeah, see, swapping in with Wheezing is dangerous like this, so we're not gonna do this because Weezings have actually got poison type moves like that that's gonna do double damage to Dusty. And if that was a crit, oh wow, that's not even one hit. Oh, well, I'm glad we didn't do it then. I thought that was going to be one hit. Yeah, see, so even like this, if that's a crit, yeah, see, if we happens to got critted by any of those, that's just one hit kill on Dusty. So this actually is a really good wake up call for Koga, because this now means that Dusty is not the one to take on Koga, because all those poison type moves are going to be super effective. I don't like that at all. I mean, we can always just wait and not take on Koga just yet. You know, everyone can get trained up a bit more. Anyway, we're not in a hurry. Let's just give Dusty another potion. I'm just trying to make sure we get all the trainers. Yeah, so you've got these guys in grass there. So a grass patch there. Just check this out. Yeah, okay. So it's just these two here. All right. Well, we'll do them in order. Let's sneak up on this guy from behind. Alright, fighting, absolutely. That's right in Dusty's wheelhouse. So that's totally doable. But yeah, that's now exposed like a huge problem there. So Dusty is perfectly set to go against fighting type, with it having super effective attacks and having double resistance against the fighting type attacks in return. But poison, on the other hand, yeah, that's a trap. Dusty's super effective moves against poison, but poison's super effective right back, so it's a bad combination. Alright, one more level Hippo, and we can Oh, nice. Dusty gets a level for all her help. So one more level to Hippo, then we can swap all this back and forth. This is the point where I admit that I finally figured out what Brawn Dodo's comment in the chat was referring to. it's finally just hit me. It took a while. Need to worry more about defense than offense for this challenge. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's really not about how much damage we can dish out, but how much we can actually withstand without being caught in a cycle of having to constantly heal ourselves every second turn. Like in some sense that's... Ooh, careful. Careful. Like that's where having Dicey on the team is super handy, because she's got... Oh dear. Because she's got such high HP that we can send her in to absorb hits and to heal up while we potion everyone else. Was this a mistake? Was this a mistake? We're about to find out. Hold on, Dusty. He's only focusing his energy. Okay. 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 It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just use a side beam. Yeah, and it's a crit, just for good measure. You're really scaring me, Dusty. I wish you had more HP. Let's just keep throwing potions at you. Okay. And since we're right here, let me have a look in this grass. Ooh! A high level Abra. Not that we're gonna even attempt to catch him. Like, we can try a bubble beam on him, but if we don't kill him, he's about to teleport away. Yeah, there we go. So, they're near uncatchable. But if we ever wanted an Abra, you know where to come. That being said, we do know where to find a Kadabra, so it's not necessarily a useful thing. But we are 2 for 2 on Abras though, make that 3 for 3, so if the odds weren't in our favour somewhere else, this looks to be more like a guaranteed patch of Abra, which is maybe good to know. So file that one away as if we want a solid psychic type Pokemon, maybe someone to potentially trade out Dusty for at some point. This might be something to consider. We'll just do one more here. See if it's a 5th Abra. Nope, it's a Gloom. Okay, well that proves that there are other things in here. And Hippo, you're not going to take that on because that's Grass type. So that'll do. Okay. It's mostly Abras, but there's also some Glooms in there. Alright. Let's just take out the rest of these bikers. Muck, poison type. Yes, it's dangerous, but I'm gonna risk sending Dusty out. I'm pretty sure Muck doesn't have really big poison type moves. Yeah, it's just something like poison gas like that, which is like sleep powder. There's like a 50% chance it poisons me and 50% chance it does nothing. So, fortunately, we rolled the percentage chance where it does nothing. Oh, come on! Are we just not doing that much damage? Really? Don't disable Psybeam. Fine, fine, up you go. It's not gonna take it out. And now you've minimized. Come on, Muck. At least you're not disabled anymore. It still didn't do it. Fine, one more fly. Up you go. Yep, dodge the poison gas. Down we come. Alright. That's harder than it should have been. So, even though Dusty is highest level on the team, I guess because she's not Psychic type, she's not getting a bonus from using Psychic type moves. And her special attack is good. Like, her special stat's good. It's not amazing, but it's decent. So, you know, she really is more the utility Pokemon than actually, you know, a solid fighting member of the team. Which was kind of always going to be her purpose. You know, let's not kid ourselves. When we went out and caught Dusty, after defeating Lieutenant Surge, that was always really going to be her purpose. She was the utility member of the team to help us catch the rest of the team. It's just been a benefit to the team that she's had Psychic type moves along the way. It was useful for Erica, but I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to give Dusty too much credit. Maybe I'm not giving her enough credit. Like, you know, she's the best we've got at the moment, but she's definitely not the best we could have. Alright, one last Machop. I'm also becoming painfully aware after nearly having Dusty faint on a couple of occasions there, that something I've mentioned a couple of times previously. By the way, I'm just backtracking up here just in case there was a trainer in the middle. I can't remember if there was a trainer in the middle. Apparently there's not. I'm becoming painfully aware again that I have not prepared any kind of graphic, like, icon update for the banner down the bottom of the screen for what to happen if a Pokemon faints and we have to release them. I mean, I could just take their picture away from the lineup, but it probably would be more appropriate if we, like, had some sort of icon in place to indicate that we actually lost a team member. But I've actually not planned for that. that's just how confident I was in all this. Yeah, Dicey, take this head on. Wow. Like 60 damage. You want your money back. Ooh, and there's the poison. Oh dear. This is a lot of damage. Oh, now we're paralyzed. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, no. We are not having that. Will a double slap do it? I don't think it will. I'm gonna have to do a Thunderbolt. We just can't chance that. Oh dear. See, I try to send Dicey out to withstand all that high poison damage, and it just falls flat. And I think the reason it fell flat, see, so we can't do it again now. Oh, Hippo just leveled up. I didn't even notice. I just went through that. So she's about to evolve at the end of this combat, and I can't do this because we're selecting who to send out. Popeye. All right. I think Popeye is the choice here. The problem with sending out Dicey, like what we just did, is Dicey's defense is hopeless. Her attack and defense stat is like negligible, and poison damage is a normal type damage type. So she's taking all the hit from those. Really, Dicey's high HP is only helpful against the special attacks that she resists. So Dicey's good to send out against Fire, Water, Electric, Grass, Ice, and Psychic. And Dragon, for what it's worth. Because she'll resist them really well with her high HP and high special stat. But everything else, her low defense stat means she's going to be taking heaps of damage. So she's not actually a good call in that regard. And really, Popeye's the one that's handling all of this for us because he's got the better defense stat. He's actually got some defense to withstand things like poison and anything else. He's kind of the stronger one. I get Edward does too. He's got really good defense stat, but his problem is he's bug type, so he can't go out against the poison. So yeah, we got to keep that in mind when we send Dicey out in future as a kind of tank to soak up damage. We have to do it against the elemental type moves, not against all those normal type moves. What's going on in the chat there? I just noticed there's something happening here. Things are getting a bit dicey there. Yeah. Nah. That was partially a bit of the logic too, as I recall, behind naming her in that way. Yeah, there was stuff about dice rolls, chance, all that good fun sort of stuff. Oh, there goes Body Slam. But I remember that even just trying to catch her was a bit dicey. We were having serious issues trying to catch her in the first place. Alright, let's just take that out. Greetings in the chat there. Member of the Hellfire Club has tuned into the stream. Thanks for joining us. We're currently playing through Pokemon Red. You're here with Sharky. Nice, and just in time to catch Hippo's evolution. There we go. So, presumably that's given her some sort of decent stat boost. I say decent, but you know, I immediately have forgotten all of the previous stats that Hippo had. Yeah, they look goodish, but I got no idea. I'll have to watch back the stream later, because I'm sure we looked at her stats at some point and see how that goes. Oh yeah, absolutely, she's got a few more HP. Thanks for the comment there, Hellfire Club, but you gotta remember we come from different parts of the world, I imagine. 6:30 for you doesn't mean a whole lot to me, because it's currently almost 9 o'clock for me, and that's 9 PM. But anyway, we need to get everyone healed up, because we are in a bad way. Let me flick back there. Also, Commander Zod, hi in the chat there. Good to see you sticking your head out of the crowd. I see that we've got a decent viewer count at the moment. It's hard to tell, but I suspected we had some of our long-time viewers back with us again. Good to see you. If you haven't been with us for the last couple of weeks, we are in the middle of a playthrough of Pokemon Red. We did just a standard run of Pokemon Red in my retro game series. I don't know, 2 months ago now, and I enjoyed it so much playing Pokemon Red again that I thought, well, let's try and make it a bit more interesting. So I've invented this kind of randomised Nuzlocke challenge and just set some sort of interesting sounding rules and parameters to the challenge. And yeah, we're having a second run through now of Pokemon Red with this different rule set, just to spice things up a little bit. I kind of want to... I'm torn now. We just had Hippo out the front in order to get her to evolve, and also I'm just noticing the graphic is now needing to be updated. Let's try that. There we go. Update the graphic. Hippo's now a Seadra. That's better. Yes, Skeevers, you're just here for the comedy gold. That's as good a reason as any. I mean, yeah. Let's get you out of here for the moment, Hippo, and let's as weird as it is, let me put Dusty up front, even though she's the highest level. Just because I fear that we're going to have to need her against Koga, even if it's a really bad call. And if we are, then we need her at a decent level. Yeah, we've got to test out Psybeam against some of these Coughings and things and just get a bit of a sense of just how much damage she can actually do. So here's a Weezing coming out. This is a level 25 Weezing. Yeah, and that's not one hit. I mean, with a bit of roll of the dice and kind of randomness to the damage. Oh, it's confused. Nice. Oh, that's not nice though. See, so just a Smog is fine. Smog's like the weakest poison type move, so it doesn't do a whole heap of damage, but it's Sludge. Sludge is the one that worries me. Oop. Come back, Dusty. The battle is won. Oh, what's going to happen? Dusty's up in the air. Oh. I've literally never had this happen. I assume, yeah, she's just going to come down in the middle for the first attack, and she's just going to land a fly on this next Pokemon? What if I switch? I mean, it would just cancel the attack, probably, but... this is an interesting turn of events. Alright. There you go, lands the fly. Obviously doesn't do the kill, because it's not super effective or anything. Let's just do another one. Down we go. Ah, really? I didn't catch that in the description. Hippo now clocks in at a gigantic 3'11", just shy of 4 foot. Ah, well, you'd hardly tell it from the tiny icons I put down the bottom of the screen, where you know, Dusty the butterfly looks to be just as large as Popeye the muscle man, and also just as large as Dicey the gigantic egg creature. They're all sort of scaled to be the same proportion. Oh, really? She tripled in size. She went from like 1 foot to 3 foot. Huh. Okay, wouldn't have called that. Alright, now that Dusty's level 40. Whoops, I didn't mean to fly. That was genuinely meant to be just me spamming Psybeam, but since I've done it, let's spam fly. Okay, switch back to Psybeam, switch back to Psybeam. So we're now level 40, so it's a repeat match against that level 25 Weezing. This should be a one-hit kill now, because we've got a slightly increased stats. No! Did a special stat not go up when we went up a level? Okay, we've confused him again. And the Sludge gets through, don't do a crit. Okay. That's terrible. That's terrible. Cause see, that's it. Level 25 Weezing doing a Sludge. If that landed as a critical hit, that's a one-hit kill. Like, that does like 100 damage. Ah, dear. I mean, we do actually have options here. Like, I'm saying that we've got a problem, we've got to defeat Koga, blah blah blah, stuff like that. We actually don't. We could skip Koga. As unorthodox as that sounds, but we totally could just skip Koga and go for Sabrina, and use that as an opportunity to catch another Pokemon, and then go for Koga. Like, we've got to do Koga either as 5th or 6th badge. But we do have the option, technically. Oh yeah, absolutely. Butterfree's great at the start, but yes, gets worse and worse as the game progresses. Yeah, she was never really caught for her battle prowess in the first place. She was always the utility Pokemon, caught to be able to put wild Pokemon to sleep. The Psychic move was just an absolute plus that came out of nowhere, because we have no Psychic Pokemon on the team. So she's been doing really well, but of course poison is just her big weakness. So it's yeah, just not so good in that regard. Ooh, my choke survived. Alright, let's finish that. Seizure is one of the smallest Pokemon. You think, yeah, I could get behind that. I mean, that makes sense. It's a tiny little seahorse. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, you know, all the other Pokemon out there. And, yeah, really not sure. Like, maybe Diglett is quite small? I'm not really sure. Okay, here we go. So, electric type, obviously not good for Dusty. But this is exactly the kind of situation that we send Dicey in for, to absorb special type attacks. Now, there is one big problem with doing that, and that is that Dicey's only actual damaging move is, oh wait, Sonic Boom, yeah. Dicey's only actual damaging move is electric type, because Double Slap does like nothing. So, oh dear, that's why we sent Dicey in. For this exact reason. Come on, Dicey. Look at that. Dicey tanks an explosion. Okay, so I think that was like a level 25 Voltorb? It was 20 something. I've already forgotten. But that was like, what, 70 damage or something. So, I mean, who knows what that could have done to other people with different like defense stats and things like that. But that is good to know that Dicey can easily tank a self-destruct even if it was a crit. That is a good skill to have, and for that reason you can stay out and take one more. Yeah, there you go. It's level 29 in fact. Oh, that's a crit. That's a crit. Oh! Dicey! There it is. Oh, there it is. And I just said you can take a critical hit, but not when you've already taken a normal one first. I think you only just died on that. I'd have to look back at the numbers on that with the exact amount you took from the first self-destruct, because I thought there was enough in that to survive a crit on that. Oh no, and now we've got to work out what to do with our icon for fainted Pokemon and things. Oh. Alright, flip that. Yeah. Dicey. Dicey. Well, that was Dicey. Let's just take a moment here. Let's just take a moment to mourn. What am I gonna do here? We can at least do that. That'll do for now. I'll work out some sort of an icon for next week, and yeah, maybe we put like a Ghost of Dicey image there or something. But yeah. Well, what we need to do now, before we go any further, is set her free. We have to go give Dicey a proper burial. What is it? F in the chat, everyone, for Dicey. I was just about to go heal up too. Can't do that. Can't do that. Bill's PC. So we've got a depositor first. Dicey. Let's look at her one final time. Stats. There she is. I rolled the dice and we lost. Yeah. Ah, no. Dicey. And look at that, 222 health. She's taken our TM with her as well. She's taken Thunderbolt with her. A move that we could have given to an electric type Pokemon. It's a good thing we didn't teach her Ice Beam, because she would have taken that with her as well. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, yeah, we sort of hadn't yet really sized her up for a role in the Elite Four, but I'm sure she probably would have been in there just by default. But you really supported us for that 1 week you were with us, I guess. You've done well, Dicey, but it's time for you to go. Once released, Dicey is gone forever. We know that's just the way the dice roll. Dicey was released outside. Go be free, Dicey. Bye, Dicey. Oh dear. Look at that. And with that we are down to 4. 4 out of a max possible 8. So we're gonna have to start making some decisions. Yeah. Let me take a moment and just heal everyone up. Have a look at who we've got in the party, and then I need to catch up on the chat because I see a bunch of stuff has gone by in the midst of all that. So yes, reactions to Dicey's passing, absolute glee from Commander Zod. Looks like Snorlax might be the go. That's a good point, actually. Snorlax is some version of a direct replacement for Dicey. Tough, normal type Pokemon. Different kind of moveset, different kind of style. Where Dicey had high special stat and was like good with special type moves like Thunderbolt and stuff. Snorlax has the high attack and defense stat, and so is good at using normal type moves. So maybe Snorlax will be useful for a different reason. If anything, Snorlax's high defense stat means that he can tank self-destructs better than Dicey could. He doesn't have quite as much HP as Dicey will. Dicey's got the higher HP stat of all of them. But anyway, that's definitely true. Brawn Dodo with a comment about shortest Pokemon. Joltik, Flabébé, and some others I've never heard of are the shortest. Yeah, that's because none of those are Gen 1 Pokemon. they're Pokemon that I've heard names of and I know nothing about. Flabébé, isn't that like is that one of the food Pokemon or something like that? And Joltik, yeah, that's some sort of electric type something. Yeah. Interesting that hyperlink kind of just immediately stopped itself after the special character there. That's interesting. Yep, Snorlax. Didn't even notice the typo. F in chat. Now I definitely need to grind up. These trainers are way too hard. Yes. Shortest Gen 1 does look to be Diglett. Ha! Called it! Lest I missed one in the list. Yeah, I might peruse the list later myself, but oh yeah, we now that we've lost a party member, we're suddenly weaker as a party. Like, yeah, we do need Dusty now for strength, and we need to be training some of the others up. So let's just get ourselves back down onto Cycling Road, to where we were, and complete that so we can get to Fuchsia City, so we at least have the ability to fly back and forth to Fuchsia. And we're just not going to touch Koga for a while. We'll deal with him in due time. And that was the last trainer up there. Yeah, okay. Who would have thought it? We managed to survive all those fighting and poison type Pokemon down here, and it was the one guy who had to have electric type Pokemon that did us in. Alright. couple of people down here. You're bird catchers, aren't you? Oh, bird catchers. I need to send out my Pokemon with electric type moves. Oh. Well, don't send out the bug type Pokemon then. That's also a recipe for disaster. 2 of our 4 Pokemon are bug type. So I guess it's Popeye, because these are mostly normal type as well, so your fighting type moves will come in handy. Although they're normal flying, which means fighting is self-defeating, because it's super effective against the normal half, but not very effective against the flying half, so I'll do it anyway. We'll still do the fighting type move, but it'll report it as being not very effective. Yeah, but that's just the order in which the game calculates those effectivenesses. Furo sneaking in the Fury attack. Alright. We'll also check out what's in this grass, because we're obviously potentially looking for a replacement for Dicey. I mean, Dicey's going to have a direct replacement in Snorlax, I guess. But still, it'd be good to know. Nice, level up for Popeye. Hey, yeah, you're right. We could get a wild Snorlax in the grass. It's always possible. Or by just complete fluke, we could get a grass patch that contains nothing but Chanseys. We had a grass patch up higher that appeared to have nothing but Abras in it, with just that small chance of a Gloom. So could always happen again, but yeah. Not holding out hope. Whoops, that was the karate chop. Meant to do the low kick. Doesn't matter apparently. Popeye's just that good. Doesn't matter whether he chops or kicks. He can still wipe the floor with those birds. Just sneak around the bottom of that guy. Yeah, you're the guy with the Farfetch'd, aren't you? No, apparently that is just not true. No one here has a Farfetch'd. Or the first guy had a Farfetch'd and I've just blanked it from my memory. What is going on? What am I doing? What am I doing? How has it taken me this long to remember that flying type moves are super effective against fighting? Why has it taken me this long to realize that? We've just been through 3 Pokemon that all had flying type moves. Did I not notice that? No, 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 Popeye, no, no, no. We are not having that. Flying is super effective against Bug. So even if I do send Edward out, he is going to take some hit, but Edward's fast. He goes first, and he does a high amount of damage. So, yeah, I know the call was for Dusty, but oh, and that's a crit. I don't like that, but I'm gonna heal that up because you can survive that. Another one of those that's not a crit will be fine. All that. That's good too. Yeah, we are just not set to take on bird type stuff, flying type things. Slash, quick attack, Slash does more damage. There, critical hit, perfect. Right. Oh dear, we almost just lost Popeye! And he's planned to go to the Elite Four with us. What was that? Okay, I know we were going to explore this grass, but we can't right now. We have to wander into Fuchsia so that we can heal up, and then we're coming back to check out that grass. So much stress, and I'm just ignoring everything that's in the chat. Chansey was the most common in its patch, and the second was something else useful, wasn't it? Yes, Chansey and Aerodactyl, as I recall, were the two things that were in that grass patch. So, yeah, that's not the end of the world, but I'm in two minds about whether or not it would even be kind of legitimate in the run to make a second attempt at literally the same grass patch. That might be violating the spirit of the Nuzlocke a little bit. Attempting a direct replacement like that, it's hard. Yeah, so that's an interesting call of Tran suggesting that we sending Dusty in. I don't know how I feel how that would have gone, because Edward has 72 defense, Dusty has 62 defense. That hit that was coming off was a critical hit. Yeah, it's hard to say. Very hard to punch a bird. Yes, Australia says no. Stop fighting trainers. Yeah. So the solar Pokemon, you were underleveled. I know. That's my problem. Just because Dusty is an easy catch again if fainted. That is actually true if we're allowing that. So if we're playing by the rules that we can attempt to repeat catch on a fainted member of the party as a replacement, but it still counts as another one on the list. Like, we can't just get them back. We have to waste another badge to do it. If we're allowing that, then you're right, Dusty is a 100% guaranteed catch. On the other hand, here's a Rhydon, which is exactly what Hippo is made to deal with. Wow, look at her. She's not been in combat since she grew up. She looks very formidable. I've never seen a Seadra from the back like that. I'm going to swap her out, because if this place is full of Rhydons, then that's a possibility of catching a Rhydon here, but it's also... Let me hop on a bike to speed this up a bit. But it's also a good place to train Hippo up, because she does 4 times damage against Rhydons. So, not that it matters, because the Bubble Beam's already just doing a 1 hit. Marowak. Perfect for Dusty. It's another ground type. It's only double damage this time, not 4 times damage, because it's not ground rock, it's just pure ground. But Marowak is an interesting choice. I've never used Marowak before. But yeah, it's a pair of ground type Pokemon in this grass patch, so we could just genuinely add either one of those to our team. Ground's super effective against fire and electric and poison. Would you look at that? Poison and rock. How does ground type go against... Ooh, Golduck! How does ground type go against resisting poison? Yeah, poison is not very effective against ground. And it's also not very effective against rock. So that would be perfect. Getting a ground type to go into Koga would be amazing. Just not sure what a ground type... What would a ground type be like for the Elite Four? How's this going to go? How's Hippo going to do here? We need to get someone better in for this. We've got to be careful though, because Golduck might have Psychic Move. Golduck might have Confusion. And in fact, that's bad, because Psychic, yeah, so bugs are fine against Psychic. It's don't send Popeye in. We send Dusty in, but then what's Dusty going to do? Just a heap of flying? Go Edward. Okay, there's a Tail Whip, yep. Yeah, so Just trying to give myself a bit of space to think here. We'll keep grinding on this patch for a bit, and hopefully just keep getting some ground type Pokemon to just mindlessly grind against while I just talk this through. Oh, a Meowth. That would be fun, but also annoying if we ended up catching a Meowth. If we managed to snag a ground type Pokemon from this grass patch at some point, it would be good against Koga, but would it have any value for the Elite Four? So ground type, super effective against fire. There's none of that in the Elite Four. Electric, there's not really any of that in the Elite Four. Poison, I guess all of Agatha's ghost type Pokemon. Every ghost Pokemon in the game is ghost poison. So if we somehow don't end up with a strong psychic type Pokemon in the Elite Four to take on the ghost Pokemon, we could totally use a ground type Pokemon against the ghost poisons. That would work. Ground is also super effective against rock, which, well, Hippo with her water type moves can take care of rock, but we're also taking care of rock with fighting as well with Popeye. So we've sort of got some options covered against rock type, but it's definitely an option against Agatha's ghost type, having a ground. And at the very minimum it gets us past Koga, and also being good against fire type means it would get us past Blaine with his fire type Pokemon, so that's just another gym that we have a good handle on. In all that discussion, I am also noticing that we seem to be getting a distinct lack of Rhydons all of a sudden. We've had a few more Marowaks show up, but there's not been a lot of Rhydons, and for some reason we're getting a lot more Meowths and Golducks now, so I'm not liking that, because to me it currently feels like there's a 50-50 chance between getting one of the two ground types in here or getting the Meowth or the Golduck. There's 4 Pokemon in here, and it's a 50-50 between one pair and the other pair, which I'm not liking those odds, because if we got a Golduck, it's another kind of wasted water Pokemon, but it is water/psychic, which means it would be a direct replacement for Hippo, because it would just use water type moves, but then it would also have psychic moves, so that would make her useful against Agatha. So Hippo would just be completely out of the picture. If we got the Meowth, well, Meowth would just be the meme Pokemon of the team then. It would just be for memeing it up with Payday and not taking things seriously. Yeah. Looking in the chat there, Marowak can learn Dig and Ice Beam. That's surprising. Well, Dig is understandable because it's a ground type move. We haven't taught anyone Dig. But yeah, we definitely just teach it to Marowak straight up. If we caught a Marowak, any ground type Pokemon, we just teach Dig to immediately. But Ice Beam is kind of fun. If Marowak has decent special stats, which it might not, but if it does, then we would teach it Ice Beam. Rhydon doesn't naturally learn ground type moves. You can get Earthquake and Dig from TMs. Yes, no, I'm aware of that much because we did have a Rhydon in our first playthrough. Nice, level 34. In the playthrough that we did, Rhydon, I'm trying to think of his name. It was Rocco the Rhydon. In our first playthrough, I think we gave him Earthquake. We taught him Earthquake as the TM, but we gave Dig to Ash, our Charizard, just to give Charizard some sort of more utility in its moveset. But you're absolutely right. Yes, fairly high attack and defense. Oh, that Meowth survived. Alright, give it a little bubble to finish it off. Yeah, really low special stat, high attack and defense, which is fine because ground type moves are physical, so they are working off attack and defense, not special. So that's okay. Ground type moves are not elemental, so that's all good. There was also a large one back there from Brawn Dodo. Just scroll back up. I started playing Pokemon on the Switch the other day. Every bit of grass, I just kept walking through until I had battled 10 Pokemon, and then allowed myself to move somewhere else. My Pokemon went Super Saiyan. Yeah. No, that's basically it. Just level grinding as you go, which is a good strategy and is the way you should properly be doing this. I just have a terrible habit of just literally just running through the game and fighting the trainers and just progressing naturally like that. But it's not ideal because it doesn't give a full return. Because we're spreading the XP across all the team. Who just leveled up then? That was Edward that leveled up, wasn't it? Yeah, how's Hippo going? We'll get Hippo to level 35, but then we'll start moving around and investigating some other stuff. Marowak learns 2 ground attacks naturally, but both have under 100% accuracy. Yeah, okay. Bone Club or something will be one of them, which is like a Cubone Marowak exclusive move. I guess if we're going to seriously consider this patch, because we won't end up catching a Pokemon this stream, it'll be next week at the earliest. But if I do end up considering this grass patch here, for the possibility of rolling the dice and seeing if we go for a ground type Pokemon here, at least I'm going to have a bunch of footage I can review from this session here to see, just actually do some numbers and look at the experimental odds of how likely the Marowak and the Rhydon were of appearing. Out of the two, I feel like we're definitely seeing more Marowaks than Rhydons. So, if we were going to get a ground type Pokemon, it seems like it's going to end up being Marowak, which is fine. That's not terrible. But at the same time, I'm seeing a lot of Golducks. Not as many Meowths anymore, it seems like. There's a lot of Golducks here. There we go, level 35 on Hippo. Okay, let's heal up and just look at the state of play of everyone. The next thing we need to be doing at some point here is heading to the Safari Zone. Which is fine, there's no trainers in there, so there's no danger there. It also means we get to examine all the different types of Pokemon that live in the Safari Zone, so that'll be fun. And it lets us get Surf and Strength, and we'll just end up giving Strength to Popeye and Surf to Hippo. And going from there. Let's have a look at everyone. I'm hesitant to put too many more levels and stuff into Edward just because he might not be with us forever. But you know, maybe it's a case of beggars can't be choosers here, and we sort of have to. Norris Trans heading off before things get too dicey. Too soon. Too soon. Yep, no worries, good one. We'll see how much longer we last. Of course, Doug Trio gets Dig and Earthquake naturally, yes, but he can't be taught Ice Beam like the others. Yeah, it's a funny one like that. Yeah, certainly. I don't know why I'm looking at what Pokemon to be putting up front, because if we're going in the Safari Zone, it makes 0 difference. So let's just leave everyone like that, and let's wander up to the Safari Zone now. and see. Edward cut. And Edward cut again. Alright. Yes, take my money. 500 poker dollars just to be let in. Yep, you're gonna give me 30 safari balls. So this is dangerous because the Safari Zone operates under different rules in here. So it would be a very bad idea for us to try to catch anything in the Safari Zone under the Nuzlocke rules, because this has the highest likelihood out of any place in the game for the wild Pokemon to just run from us, and then we failed the catch encounter. We can't put them to sleep because we don't battle them. We can't put them to sleep, we can't damage them, we just throw bait and rocks at them and throw Safari Balls and hope for the best. So, I mean, yeah, we're going in here to see what the Pokemon have been randomly generated in here as, but it's kind of fruitless because we're actually not going to really do anything with that knowledge. Oh, that's right, this place has the weirdest music. I don't know why it's obviously intentional, but it's like the same music as the first few bars of waiting for a Pokemon to evolve. You know, when Hippo evolved into a Seadra. It's that sort of shuddering moment between two Pokemon, as just the eternal looping sort of 2 bars of music in here. So let's hop on the bike like our last playthrough and just never get off it in here. And instantly there's a Pokemon in the very first bit of grass we walk in, and it's a Goldeen! Amazing! Let us run away. Okay. So I'm kind of just wasting walking space because I want to make sure I pick up all the random items in here, and because I only faintly remember where to go. Growlithe? Okay, that's fun. So I guess the takeaway is let's just hope that all the bad Pokemon are in here, like the ones we don't want to catch. Charmeleon, sure. Carbos, okay. Coughing. Haha, we could get one of them ourselves. Or restore. No one in here has actually got anything to... Oh no! This guy's just rubbing it in. I caught a Chansey. I'll bet you did, so did we. That makes this all worthwhile. Oh no. Everyone just keeps bringing Dicey up and I'm not ready to let go. Okay, yeah, that's probably fine. Just looking at that item down there that we just clearly didn't get, but I think that's because it was an inaccessible section. This was a waste of time going up here. We just literally wasted movement steps. Okay. So down there is somewhere we could definitely go. Whoa, that's a big Wigglytuff. Ah, I feel like we were also very close to something right there. Let me go straight back in. Thanks. Okay, time to be slightly more efficient. Okay. I'm also going to go down in this one, seeing as though we didn't last time. Okay, there was no need to go down. Fine. So much for being slightly more efficient. But this one, we didn't go down this one. Oh, wait, did we? This is where we literally ran out of time before. Really? Find that hard to believe. Okay. Venomoth. And a Hitmonlee. Good old Lego. Okay, there's this place. Literally walked right in front of where I was going. So, what was this place then? Rest house. Okay, that's not actually a interesting place then. I sort of thought that might have been something, but never mind. Apparently not. Through here, anything? No, that's just this section here. Okay, so we're going to run ourselves out of steps again, but now we can take the more direct line to the end. So not going down this section, but continuing up this time. And that'll take us the direct path to the end now. Alright, third time's the charm. We'll get straight to the end this time. Get the gold teeth. Get surf and strength. And away we go. Ah, plain old Spearow. Such a wide variety of Pokemon in the Safari Zone. Yeah, it really is a scam. Like, being admitted for the number of steps you take. And at the same time also making the place a maze, so you just have to blindly wander around. Would you look at that? It's a Snorlax! Well, we're not attempting to catch him in here, that's for sure. He could run away, like Snorlaxes do. Yeah, they give you those 30 balls to weigh you down so you can't run as far. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, mid-arena. And a Lapras. This place is just crawling with different types of Pokemon everywhere, isn't it? TM40. It's been a long time since we picked up a TM. At least that's what it feels like. Skull Bash. Yeah, we're not going to give anyone that just yet. Oh, Lapras. Come on. I don't actually... Oh, a Haunter. I don't actually really want to run into too many Pokemon in here. I don't think there's anything that happens in any of these houses. It's just it's the one at... Oh, I didn't want to talk to you again. It's just the one at the end. Yeah, that gives me the prize if I get to the very end. Oh. What's that? You can keep any item you find on the ground here. You run out of time if you try for all of them at once. Yes, yes, no, I know. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, and it's taken me my 3rd time to get every item. Okay. Here we go. This is the path to the end. There's the gold teeth. We've got 174 steps. And just up here is the guy that gives us surf. There's a TM. Double team. Don't care. Alright, surf's up. Yay. Okay. Now we just use up our steps because we have no other way to get out of here. I don't think we can fly from in here. Actually, I've never tried. Let's just try it. Yeah, you can't fly in here. How silly. Who would let you fly out of the safari zone? I'm just gonna do doughies on the guy's front yard. Thanks for the HM. Meow. Whoa. Round we go. There it is. Time's up. Okay. Let's cut our way through here again. Edward, thanks. And the next one. We'll go and give the warden his gold teeth back. Okay. He'll give us strength, which we can use to push out the way and get that rare candy. So let us give everything to everyone. So surf, and of course everyone can learn everything, but we'll do the obvious thing. Surf goes to Hippo, because she would normally be able to learn surf. And for that, we're going to replace Leah, so you can have 4 water-type moves. There we go. And for strength, that's going to go to Popeye, because that makes sense. Popeye would naturally be able to learn strength. But we're going to have to forget something. Your weakest normal type move. And I honestly don't know. I think it's got to be Karate Chop. I'm pretty sure Mega Punch does more damage than Karate Chop, but at the same time, I feel like Mega Punch has low accuracy. So I feel like Karate Chop's got higher accuracy than Mega Punch, but Karate Chop probably does a way less damage than Mega Punch. So I'm sort of sold on just getting rid of Karate Chop and giving Popeye strength as just the default sort of normal type attack move to use. Yeah, let's just do it. We can always replace Mega Punch with something else if needed to down the road. There's the stats in the chat right after I've made the decision. 50 power, 100% accuracy for Karate Chop, 80 power but only 85% accuracy for Mega Punch. Okay, yeah, so exactly what I expected. Less damage, guaranteed hit, more damage, lesser chance of landing the hit. Yeah. 85, 100% for Body Slam. And since you're checking, what's strength in the comparison of all that? I feel like strength is probably 80, 100%. If I had to guess. Sitting in the middle there. Yep, 80, 100%, nailed it. So yeah, it's like a Mega Punch, but a guaranteed landing of the hit. Yeah. So yeah, Mega but more accurate in a sense, which means it is completely useless to have Mega Punch in the moveset now, because why would you ever do a Mega Punch when you could use a strength? Same damage but more accuracy. So, and more effective on boulders, yeah. You're a lot better at using strength on a boulder than giving it a Mega Punch. Yeah, you can get mega drunk on Mega Punch. Absolutely. Let us show off our muscles, Popeye, and strength that rock away for us. No more rooms for items though, apparently. Let us go and not heal up, the other one. Visit the PC. Which did I drop? You were busy searching the wiki. Yeah, I ended up dropping Karate Chop. So we've still got Mega Punch, unnecessarily so. I don't know why I'm healing. We're healing as well. Force of habit. Let's put some stuff in the PC. And that's not the correct PC, this one. Okay. Yep, the poker flute. We don't need that for a little while yet. Well, we can sell the Max Revive, because that's zero use to us. Throw the TMs in the computer. I will also just throw the... Well... So I throw the protein in the computer, but I should just use it. Protein is attack, and yeah, and up there was Carbos is defense. Carbos there for... No, wait. No, Iron's defense, sorry. Carbos is speed. Yes, Carbos is speed. So we'll go sell that Max Revive. And we can keep the rest of that on us, sure. The Pokemon's up the top here, yeah. Yeah, we've got to cut through this tree, haven't we? That's annoying. And that's not the cutter, you're the cutter. Yeah, you're right, Karate Chop would have been a good finisher in that sense. A guaranteed hit that does low damage. Yeah. Max Revive. That's it. Real question now, who are we going to give these stat enhancers to? Carbos to increase someone's speed. Conventional wisdom is you increase the speed of someone's slow. Which at the moment I think is actually Popeye, really. Is the slow poke in the crowd. And on the other side though, you give everything else to like the people that have the highest of that stat. Like you give the protein to someone who has high attack to make them have even higher attack. You know, that sort of stuff. At least that's my logic. Everyone gets buffed in their primary attribute except for speed. That goes to the slowpokes. So by that logic, I feel like that means that they both have to go to Popeye. Popeye has the high attack, so he gets the protein boost. Popeye has the low speed, so he gets the Carbos boost. I'll dwell on that for a bit longer, but we'll use both of them at some point when we remember. Maybe both on Popeye, just to use them. So I'm gonna go back and pick up that rare candy, and this is where we find out whether or not that boulder has rolled back in place. It has. Alright, Popeye. Give it a shove again. There we go, there's the rare candy. Now the other thing that we're going to do is grab this. Fishing Guru's older brother. I do like to fish. Give me your best rod. Oh, give me a good rod. That'll do. Because this gives us other options now for catching Pokemon. So the old rod. So I looked this up just to confirm, and yes, this was confirmed when we first got the old rod. But yeah, the old rod catches level 5 Magikarp and nothing else, which we already know has been re-rolled into level 5 Butterfrees and nothing else. The good rod would normally catch level 10 Goldines and level 10 Poliwags with a 50% split between the two, regardless of where you fish. Anywhere in the game, it's only those two, and they're at a 50% chance. So that's going to get re-randomized now to just 2 other Pokemon with a 50% chance split, and that will be the same everywhere in the world. But the Super Rod, when we get that one, that's the one that's going to have probabilities that depend upon location. It's going to fish up different Pokemon depending on where we choose to fish, like which route and which town, which is going to be a complicated, state of affairs to investigate and deal with. But that will give us other good options for places to look for different Pokemon to possibly capture. So let's use the good rod here a couple of times, just to see what the 2 replacement Pokemon are for the Goldeen and the Poliwag. Okay, one of them's a Voltorb. I know Hippo, this is scary to send a watery Pokemon like this out against electric type, but I think you'll be fine. You're over 3 times his level, and even though you're using a water type move, it's all good. Let's give it another go. See how many more Voltorbs we fish up before we see what the second type of Pokemon is. Voltorb's not my first choice. Out of all the electric type Pokemon, it's good, but it's not my first choice for an electric type Pokemon. Now, all these critical hits. Some would say that I should move the good rod further up my inventory, so I'm not having to scroll all the way to the bottom every single time. But to those naysayers, I say too bad. if I have to wait while I scroll down, you have to wait too. There we go. Also, I should point out there's a chance for the good rod to actually not fish anything up, as you just noticed. I think it's actually a 50% chance. There's a 50-50 chance whenever you cast out that you just catch nothing. And then a 50% chance that it looks something up from the loot table of who could be in the water. Whereas with the old rod, you can't miss. Literally, before it was randomized, the old rod simply can't help but catch a level 5 Magikarp every single time it is cast out into any body of water. It just spawns Magikarp on the end of it. I'm kind of feeling like I'm being rorted here a bit with Voltorbs and only Voltorbs appearing. This could be a bit of a prank, but what if both of the 2 Pokemon in this drop table here both got randomized to Voltorb? Yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking. We have not been proven wrong yet. So far, everything is a Voltorb. So, what is it? There's no such thing as a black swan or something. I haven't been proven wrong yet, and I will continue to fish from this pond a couple more times in the hopes of seeing a black swan, but so far there haven't been any. Nope. We're really playing the odds here, aren't we? there it is. Oh, don't tell me it's a 50% between Voltorb and Jinx. Now that's interesting. That's almost enticing. Jinx as an Ice-type Pokemon. You know, Lorelei's favourite Pokemon, some might say. Let me just fish another time in the hopes that another Jinx turns up. Because I'm so surprised that we hit Voltorb so often. You know, if it's actually a 50-50 chance there, how did we not see a Jinx before that? There you go, so it's making up for it now. The streak of Voltorbs is going to be replaced by a streak of Jinxes. So, okay, well, the data says it's supposed to be 50%. That's how the good rod works, regardless of what the experimental numbers are clocking in as. So, that makes for an interesting... Oops, of course. Makes for an interesting possibility there. If we want to roll the dice on that one at some point, we could definitely try... We could definitely try our hand at, you know, at maybe, going for either a Voltorb or a Jinx. Yeah, and also, once again, I don't know why I'm healing, but anyway. Yeah, either something to kill birds or something to kill the Elite Fours. Well, you say that, but both of them will kill birds, because Ice is also super effective against flying. So, both of those are for taking on those pesky flying type Pokemon. And the Ice stuff is, yeah, just generally good against all the Dragon type stuff at the end of the Elite Four. So, definitely keep that one in mind. You know, but we're going to end up getting spoiled with a lot of different options, and we'll have to make a hard call at some point. Let us put the good rod away for now. It's not going to use it right this minute. Put the rare candy away, and I think that was it. Yeah, let's use that protein and whatnot. Otherwise I'll just forget to use it. Okay, so protein on Edward, more attack, and carbos on someone like Edward that's got low speed. There we go. We don't have any of those in the computer, do we? Jinx gets the lick. Yeah, it's a weird one. Got 4 HP ups though. It's interesting. We could really HP boost someone. That might be more interesting when we get ready for the Elite Four and see who needs more HP. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, I've just got an eye on the time here. We're only at an hour 50, but we've probably got only half an hour max of time left for now. Let's see. Let's just leave Hippo out for now, but I want to head to the right and just touch some of the trainers out here, maybe all of them. We'll see. Just examine their levels and work out, you know, are we training up by fighting trainers, or are we training up by fighting stuff in the grass here? Let's just see what these people have. Ooh, that's not ideal for a hippo. Eugh. Alright, Dusty. Oh, poison type. That's my bad. I deliberately changed to Dusty because I knew that Bellsprout was a poison type to use the psychic moves. I've got to stop doing that. Ah, sure, you can try and bottom me up with a level up. Alright, well stay out now that you're out. You can take these all out in one hit without having to do a change. Yeah. Tangler, that's just pure grass. So, doesn't really matter. Let's give this one to Popeye. Go! That didn't do a lot. And misses on the low kick. And now we're all bound up. Alright, there we go. Alright, finish it off with a bit of strength. There we go, okay. Alright, I'll come back to that grass patch, or these grass patches in a sec. We'll just... Oh, here we go, bird type. Everyone's favourite. I think, yeah, Hippo is the one to use against bird type, because it's like the one that's least... Well, no, I mean, Popeye's not that bad, it's just... Yeah, so Popeye would have been fine here. Because Pidgeotto doesn't actually have any flying type moves. Gust and stuff like that's not flying. It's only Peck and Drill Peck to watch out for. So it's actually just the Spearows, Fearos, Doduos, Dodrios. It's those pair. I don't even think that Farfetch'd has got flying type moves. It's got like Leak Spin and weird things. Yeah, it's Doduo, yes. So that's the dangerous one. Alright, and just like that, there's the Dodrio. Now, Hippo's doing reasonable damage now. Like, that's one-hitting things that are not that far below its own level. Like, that's less than a 10-level gap. And it's just going off the fact that Surf does a decent amount of damage. And it's a water-type move, and Hippo's getting the same type attack bonus. And I guess these Doduos must have a very high special stat. But all of a sudden, Hippo's a reasonable powerhouse. You know, she could do with more health, definitely. But she's getting some levels here. Yeah. But things like this are not good. I'll risk going to Dusty, but I don't like it. Don't like it. Yeah, we got lucky on the poison powder there. I mean, at least it's just poison powder. Fix that with an antidote. Yeah, let's give it a fly. Mix things up a bit. Yep, stay out. There's no point going back and forth. Do 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 do. Bulbasaur. So you're gonna have a Bulbasaur and an Ivysaur? Is that how this works? Oh, there's the poison powder. Yeah, I do seem to remember in our first playthrough, this particular stretch of trainers, we were constantly getting poisoned. And cycling road. But we were always getting poisoned here. Yep, there it is. The Bulbasaur and the Ivysaur. So, I'm sure we've still got antidotes on us. We'll get this sorted. We have 2 antidotes on us. That is fine. It's fine for now. Do, 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 do. More bikers, that means more coughings. Yep. Yep. Alright, Hippo, well, how good can you hold up against these poison types now? It's just an ordinary pair of damage. It's not super effective. It's not very effective. It's just raw damage. Good on ya. I like that. Someone who can actually just take out solid poison types with just a strong attack. The next thing's going to be you're just going to run out of PP on Surf. I mean, you've still got Bubble Beam, which is great because Bubble Beam's decently strong. Watch out for the wheezing. We can't have you explode, just like she who shall not be named. So there's Sludge. See, if we'd changed into Dusty, that would have been like a one-hit KO on Dusty or something. Something ridiculous like that. Nice. Rewarded with a level. More coughings. I'd much rather this, a series of lower level coughings rather than just a singular high level wheezing. That's less desirable. Speaking of, here comes the wheezing. Fortunately, he's also level 25 like coughings. And back to the coughings. This trainer really needs to sort of spec out a bit further. He's really putting all of his eggs in the coughing basket, isn't he? No, never mind. He's got a Grimer too, apparently. I guess I can't fault him then. Like, he's got his type, as trainers do. But yeah. For a minute there, I thought he was going to have just five coughing related Pokemon, but that's alright. Alright, Junior Trainer Female. I was about to say, let's see what you've got. You immediately send out an electric type against my water. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. So, speaking of no flying type, fighting, sure, we could send out Edward. Let's send out Popeye. Double Growl, that's not fun. Lowering our attack stat, don't like that. Finish it off with a Strength. Raichu, or you can stay out Popeye. More growling. Still not so good. Yeah, that's not good. How about a body slam? Somehow that's doing better. That's not good. Well, we're just going to go back and heal after this. That's settled that. Ah, alright, finished off with a strength. That was a crit, wasn't it? Yep. Wow, that Raichu was really making a mess of things, wasn't it? But you can have a level for that, Popeye. Good job. And the music just slows down for impact. Sure. Just to really drive that point home, apparently. Let's just fly back home and lick our wounds for a bit. Okay, back in action. That guy's just facing away up the top there. There we go. Oh, why thank you. Alright, what have you got? Pidgeotto, sure. Hippo seems to be able to handle these with a good surf. Just like that, a one-hit crit. And a level. And you've cracked 100 HP. All the milestones. Wigglytuff, sure. I should have changed to Popeye, but I didn't. I was just so eager for you to have another go at this Hippo. Oh! Ah! You survived. Alright, can you finish off with just a little bubble? Let's just flaunt it. Surely that does it. Yep. There we go. So, how are we doing on just general levels? Yeah, Hippo's only just behind Popeye. I realise I'm letting Edward linger a little bit, but the others have utility. Edward's just normal type moves, so he's not super effective against anything. He's basically made up more of weaknesses than he is of strengths in some regards. So I am concentrating on the others, but if necessary, we'll get Edward up a little bit. So, just talking out loud here and thinking through how we're going to get our next Pokemon. To get our 5th capture and 6th unique member, we need to defeat another gym leader. Goes without saying. Koga's, of course, currently the problem. Dusty, with her psychic moves, will be super effective against his poison type Pokemon, but that backfires when the poison type moves are super effective right back against Dusty, so that's not at all ideal. Also, remembering that for some bizarre reason, most of the trainers in Koga's gym just have a Drowsy or a Hypno in their team because they have poison gas. Which is just nuts. And so then we've got to deal with having psychic type Pokemon on the team like that, which is just kind of painful because we can't use Popeye against them. So that would just be something like just having Hippo go out and just do raw damage. But of course the other option is, you know, we attempt to catch a ground type Pokemon that would do really well against taking out Koga, and as I said earlier, also Blaine. But in order to do that, we have to defeat another gym. And oh, there we go. We just missed a surf. The only other option for defeating a gym that's accessible to us at the moment would be to defeat Sabrina's gym, which is Psychic type Pokemon, which presents its own kind of challenge because Psychic doesn't really have any weaknesses. The only weaknesses for Psychic is Bug, and that kind of doesn't count because there's no good way to get Bug type moves that's going to do loads of damage. So you've just got to be having a high damage dealer sort of do stuff, and yeah, again, Popeye is not going to be doing it because he's fighting type, so we can't send him anywhere near the Psychic types. We could just use Hippo as just, again, a bit of a powerhouse of just dealing solid damage against just anyone, regardless of effectivenesses. But if that was the case, we could just do that for Koga. We could just have Hippo just take out Koga with all of her power as well. So that's just an option regardless of who we take on. There's just no real good options there, one way or another. We could do Edward against all the Psychic types in Sabrina's gym, I guess. That would require training Edward up. Hellfire Club back in the chat. Thanks for the follow as well. Ah, you're finally live. There we go. Our clocks must have finally synced up now with the time zone difference. There you go. There's your free bit of advertisement. Hope you have a good stream. Nice. Even redeeming the channel points to highlight your message. Well, all the best for your stream. We will probably be going at this for, looking at the clock, I'd say 10-15 minutes max, and then I'll have to call it for this evening. So if anyone's keen for some more Twitch action when we're done here, here's a recommendation for somewhere else to go. Feel free to let us know what you're going to be streaming. Otherwise, it can be a surprise for viewers to tune in and see. Let me... it's not you, it's Edward. You're doing Pokemon as well, that makes sense. I guess that explains why you stopped by here as well, yeah. Alright, well there we go. Everyone in the chat, if you're hungry for some more Pokemon in 10-15 minutes when we are done here, then there'll be another stream running on the competing channel over there. Oh, we're almost out of surfs. Thanks for dropping by. I thought there was an item up here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's a TM. Of course it's a TM. Rage. Yeah. Okay, I'm not wasting time to check out what's in the grass right now, because we're on limited amount of remaining time. So we'll just use our remaining time to probably just continue to take out some more trainers, get a bit more levels into some people, and that will end up doing it for this session. And I'll have a think over the week before our next stream as to a bit of a battle plan. I mean, yes, we can just... The one solution to all of our problems is to just grind everyone up. Oh yeah, we're out of that now. It's just to grind everyone up more and more levels, you know. In the absolute limit, if all of our Pokemon were level 100, it wouldn't matter what the effectivenesses were. We'd just walk through the gyms anyway. But that's not going to happen, right? So, given that we can take some time to boost Pokemon levels, but not through the stratosphere, then we'll have to decide some sort of battle plan. Do we just force our way through Koga? Do we try and force our way through Sabrina instead, in the hopes of then trying to catch a ground Pokemon to come back at Koga? Keeping in mind that we're also hoping to catch a Snorlax, so it's probably going to be a one then the other anyway. Once we defeat Sabrina and Koga, you know, one of those will be used to attempt to catch the Snorlax, and the other one could be used to attempt to catch a ground type Pokemon, or anything else we find interesting in the grass, because there will be loads of things we can look for in the grass, in different places. Yeah. Heaps of options. I don't think there's anything in there. I think it's just grass. I don't think there's any items, but we'll find out next session when we go there to see what Pokemon are in there. Boop. Ah yes, bird Pokemon. And a Fearow. Yeah, there's a hidden item over there on the other side of that. There's hidden items all throughout here. I'm sort of starting to remember, or at least I remember attempting to find heaps of hidden items in here, and being mostly disappointed but finding a few. So it's definitely a thing. Nice. Hippo seems to go up levels fairly fast. Ooh, agility. Nah, you don't need agility. Really? Nah. I'd never use it. Really, I'd never use it. Yeah. There we go. So that just unblocks that way past you now. Yeah, so these are all the trainers with all the bird Pokemon, which yeah, we're not set up to deal with. If we if we still had Dicey with us, she'd be the natural choice against all of these. Just sitting out there thunderbolting everyone. That's why we gave her Thunderbolt, so that someone on the team could at least electrocute all those birds out there. But yep, was not to be. Oh, missed the Bubble Beam. I feel like that was the 1 in 256 miss. Alright, Hippo, you're doing good. Just keep bubble beaming everyone. Ah, yeah, that's right. I sort of remember that. Oh, wait! You've moved back? That was why I got you to walk down. So that you'd unblock that path for me there. Ah, well. Nice, level 42. I said it before, I'll say it again. Hippo's leveling up at an amazing rate. She's also completely out of bubble beams. Or has like one left. 42, yeah, that's... She's now in the lead. In front of Dusty even. So look at that. Doesn't have as much HP as Dusty still though. Wow. But she's not in last place. She's past Edward in terms of HP. You're right. She started the night with really low HP. 60 is probably right. So she's nearly doubled it. I mean, she has evolved in the span of that. So there's at least that. But I'm definitely in a position where I'd swap Popeye in to get him some more levels now to just further balance the team a bit more. This is where actually I now regret this decision and remember that we're facing flying type Pokemon, and let's see just how effectively I can low kick them. This will be my little test case, because it says not very effective, but that's not true. It's doing normal damage, because it's super effective against half of its typing and not very effective against the other half of its typing, which cancels out in the end. But the only thing we really have to worry about would be, say, Fearos and Dodrios that are faster than us and that are doing drill pecks and things like that. But so far we're faster than the Spearos, so they're not a concern. Okay, we are not going to clear this place out in the slightest tonight, because we are going to be wrapping up in the next 5 minutes now. The next 0 to 5 minutes. There's the same type attack bonus 50%. I actually have no idea how much of a boost the same type attack bonus actually does give. I'd be interested to know. It'd be fairly easy for me to look up, but also I'm not liking all the sand attacking that's happening to Popeye here. This is going to really mess things up. Particularly if one of the scary birds comes out in a minute. Spearow. Stay calm. Yep, we've landed the low kick, that's fine. Watch out, is it going to be Fearo? It is. Okay, I'm not risking this. We're going to switch to Hippo. Just because of all the sand attacking that had gone on there. I can't have Popeye miss an attack, then get critted by some sort of drill peck that unexpectedly does a heap of damage. There it is, PP up. Alright, knew it was there somewhere. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay, you're our last trainer. And of course you would block the way there, so I can't go down and pick up what I assume is a hidden item down there. We will take you on. We will attempt to circle around and pick up that hidden item down there. If we can't get to it without going through another trainer, then we won't bother for this session. We'll fly back to town, heal up, save, and sort of, I was gonna say deconstruct, like decompress, debrief, whatever. Ooh, payday, free money. Whoops. Yeah, it's 50%. Wow. Same type of attack bonus, 50%. That's pretty decent then. So, you know, like that goes to show why Dusty doesn't do so much damage with his psychic type move, because without being psychic type, he's not benefiting from all that extra damage output. So yeah, that means that it makes Karate Chop the lowest damaging move just. Yeah. 75, 80, 80, 85. Yeah, so that 50 has been up to 75 with the same type attack bonus. Yes. The others are all in the 80s. And Popeye is just pure fighting, isn't he? He's not fighting normal. Yeah, he's just pure fighting. So, okay, yeah. So, as weird as it is, yeah, I'm using the fighting type move because in my mind, I'm just imagining that the same type attack bonus is outweighing just the sheer damage of the others, but it's really not. Yeah, the others do still do more damage. Body Slam and Strength both having 100% accuracy, only 15 PP, but they do a tiny bit more damage than a low kick. So, yeah, just because I only have the low kick up first. Yeah, you're right, it's just the way it's played out, but that's a good observation. Even though his fighting type move is actually weaker at the moment. And look at that, let's end with him leveling up to 40. Nice. And we picked up $54 from that Meowth, but threw some coins in us. So everyone's in the 40s now, 40, 41, 42, except for Edward. We don't talk about Edward. Can I get past? I can get past. Okay, don't mind me. Come on, come on. There it is. Calcium, that's special. Who needs a boost to their special? Dusty could do with it. Hippo would actually do with it, because that's even more damage to Hippo. Higher special. I won't use it just yet. Maybe someone else might benefit more from that. Let's fly home and call it there for this session. But we're doing a bit better now. We've got 3 members of the team in the 40s, level 40s. I'll look up some details between now and next week as to the kind of levels of the Pokemon we can expect in Koga's gym and in Sabrina's gym, just to check how, you know, over leveled we may or may not need to be to try and go up against those gyms, depending upon what we're actually doing with them, and have a bit of a think about what we're doing in terms of sequence of catching. Are we going for the Snorlax next, or are we trying to go for the ground type 50-50 next, or are we not even bothering with that grass patch and maybe trying our chances at another grass patch? So we'll see how we go. Next week we'll probably catch ourselves another Pokemon, but I also imagine that next week we're probably also going to do a ton of just grass experimentation and digging around to see what's in other kinds of grass patches. because we're going to also be opening up a bunch of other areas and zones, and I'm pretty sure fairly soon, if we continue up to the east where we're going, up towards this other Snorlax, that we are going to have the opportunity to pick up the Super Rod, and that just completely opens up everything else. And then suddenly now we have options for fishing in towns and routes everywhere, and that just gives us completely different catch sets to be dipping into. So they're all things to be thinking about next time, and they'll have to wait a week. So thanks everyone for tuning in. This has been another week where Sharky goes retro. Good to have your company again this week, and I will see you all in the next stream. Bye bye.